get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
Howell throwing again after the pick six. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all three phases right there. The defense doing its part with the pick six.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And job one here, Charles. Just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd and 9, Howell.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked by Tracy Walker, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good.
And a rout is on here in this first half.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
And Howell will throw it.
They'll roll him out right, and that's incomplete.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Antonio Gibson, the intended target.
And it's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Howell, he'll look to throw it.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Mike Hughes.
And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit.
Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter. They're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they've put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this league could become.
So plenty of fireworks here early. 35-0 now as the kick is away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big, this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
On first down, right back to Gibson.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Al now to throw it.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. Only able to gain a couple there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way, because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Second and 12. Here's Howell.
And now here's another interception. Picked by Tracy Walker. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick six, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the second quarter, my goodness.
I love the expression, my goodness indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Washington on 3rd down.
They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Thomas brings it in. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And some room to work.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
They'll go again with Gibson.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. The quick slant caught. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Sam Howell
with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Commanders are able to at least get 1 score back. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And they get a bit of a respite here for what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off play action. Here's Goff.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Goff on target to Hockenson for a Lion first down.
They'll look to throw again. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 33 yards that time.
1st and 10.
To the air again, Goff.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to claw one back. Now Joey Sly for the point after.
And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Makes the score Lions 42, Commanders 14.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Offense ready to kick off their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Play action. It's Goff. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Room here to run. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
And the Lions are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
After the interception, here's Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant.
And the Commanders are going to get it back here just past the 35. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Here's 2nd and 10. Second down, Howell now.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You got to give some credit there. Able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The final shot before break here. Goff. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Third and long, here's Howell.
Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first.
Finding space at the 40. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40.
A huge play there for Washington. 41 yards.
On the draw, it's Gibson. Down to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Give up the middle to Gibson. 60 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Second down. Howell back to pass. Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Commanders 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They'll fake the give. Now gone. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Montez Sweat in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Gibson again. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw, Howell. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Jonathan Allen, the former 1st-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Once more, Gibson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Now Howell.
He's got a man, complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1 and 1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
He'll get it to the 23-yard line.
95 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistent on. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Howell try to pick it up on 3rd.
Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Gibson.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a first carry here for Robinson.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime is down to a two-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Goff. And he slings one that's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. Coming across the formation and making the catch is Chark.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The 1st and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders
at their own 12-yard line.
And here's Gibson to start the drive.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
From the 17, Howell.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And Howell will throw it.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Fourth down, Howell, desperation time.
And he finds McLaurin. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get it behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Here's Howell.
Eluding the pressure right. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's Howell.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked by Jeff Okudah.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. You want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. To the 36-yard line, stop there.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. But I believe a Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Now it's gone.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here comes the Lions punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A nice gain of 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Powell to throw. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Powell, another throw on 2nd down. Gets this to Gibson.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Another throw for Howell.
Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not.
Howell with one final shot.
And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he gets this only to the 41.